So the second to last Naruto chapter just came out, and oh boy, this is where like a lot of stuff is starting to go down with the ending of Acnologia and with the final chapter as well now coming out, as well as You're the King finally wraps up everything. And well, I think it's time that we talked like just about this chapter and the finale of this fight, because it's fucking rough, guys. It's not like not the big finale that we wanted for Acnologia at all, and it's actually goddamn, like, to me anyway, really goddamn disappointing to see like this character kind of go out in this way, especially in his human form. Throughout the entirety of the chapter, a lot of it was resolving around, if anything, the nice little touch that I did get in this chapter was when Meredy came through for like Lucy, as they were like, I just exhausted every just last bit of energy that I had in my magic, and it's like it's not enough. And like what Meredy was doing the entire time whilst she was entirely gone, it was like, you know, we knew I needed a plan to go, we hear about this and all that, so what happens is I go fucking flying around and all that, getting everyone's energy, connecting with it, and it wasn't just everyone there, like it was going through every character throughout the series. Like it was going through like you seeing Warriors, you seeing the Grandmaster Games, like the Princess History, you know, you were seeing characters from the first few arcs, you were seeing like Tower of Heaven people, like you were seeing like all the fuckers as well, like going through like the first like Phantom Lord stuff. Like I kind of like that stuff. You even get to see like Ultir there, like that was the one thing I kind of appreciate, whereas like it was make sure no one was left like behind or ahead. Like there was even like a tiny shot of Brandish like as she's like disappeared and all that there with like the tiny version like just there with like her friend, and it was like, oh, that's actually not like kind of a nice little thing to show and saying this is just everyone, and this is why how strong he is, that he needs to be contained in this way. And like that's the way how it finishes up with like everything that we saw with the Acnologia, like the dragon version. It's the problem exactly, and I understand why like the Acnologia in the other time like outline as well, what we saw in the Ravines of Time, he stopped moving because like his other version stopped as well, and he just started going into like a rage. Like he was just like, you know, or he just kept screaming, you know, blood, I need blood, this is all I need, like they're like, just give me everything. And when Natsu everyone rides on Natsu to like finish it off, and like he's like, you need to go, Natsu, like you need to finish it off, and like go Thrust, and like save the future, you need to do this. And Natsu like inherits like Igneal's arm and decides to punch through, like, and if anything and all that, I noticed as well, like especially when he was going straight in, or like, you know, as well, like even his fucking scarf at that point, all that was like turning into like scales and stuff, and that was like pretty much what it like signifying is like as he turned like his entire fist into like this last form, like he actually became like a dragon's fist like for the last part. The problem is with this, like as it's like, because this defeats Acnologia, is what I unfortunately was dreading, and I was hoping, like, which was seeing though there was a bit of confusion as well with the translations, where I generally thought that this was going to be the second to last chapter was going to have 48 pages as well, which seems like no, that seems like what's going to be happening is that the last chapter is going to be having this, like, to wrap up the series, and it just felt rushed. And I don't get why so many like manga at this point and all that just have to have these fucking rushed endings. And this is the final fight, and I've kept saying it and all that, saying like if there's anything to really take out of the final arc and all that, let's hope it's like be like the whole Acnologia fight as well. And it came very disappointing to me. Like I enjoyed the whole stuff with Lucy, but it's just like the stuff with Natsu and the gang was just incredibly flat and just really rushed. And like the fact that we had like a good chunk of chapters, I'd say we did have 10 chapters as well, but like to kind of wrap up the series, and I was hoping as well that this would be a good amount of time to like fully resolve everything that we had, like, and it did resolve the stuff at least that we had with Zeref, but it no way at all did it resolve anything and all that we had really with Acnologia. And like he just, in the end, it just felt so lukewarm how he just got taken out. Like, it was just really goddamn disappointing, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys about that. So I'm very curious to see what you guys think in the comment section down below, especially about that, because I don't know, just really like kind of not upset me. I just felt really just disappointed at the end, and especially that it's like the second to last chapter, and this is how I feel. It gives me like this great feeling. It's like when Fairy Tail's like last chapter, and I should be like really sad to say no, I don't want to go, and then all I'm thinking is like, man, fucking Christ, that last fight, like that's all I'm thinking about, and not thinking like, oh, I've got to say goodbye to like some of like characters I really enjoy, and it's I don't know, Fairy Tail's like just with its final arc, it's just really just set itself and all that, where it's like it's kind of dry, where it's like I'm personally like just very underwhelmed just by the series now, and like it just breaks my heart just to see it goes out this way, and I know Hero can do better, and it's like I'm not even gonna like say like what was it, rushed the timing, was it that, it was a multitude of things, but geez, like I think like he had some time like to think about this at least, and I think there was a way better outcome to have with there. Few things I liked, but overall I came out pretty goddamn fucking negative in this chapter, so very curious to see what you guys think in the comment section down below about this Fairy Tail chapter. That's all for me though, guys. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time with the final chapter of Fairy Tail.